floor, we'll start with that wide stance. Big deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze shoulders back, drop down, hands on your thighs, roll through cat. Inhale through your wolf, inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze it back, right back down again, rolling and extending. One more time, we just lift it up. We're gonna bring those shoulders down. And then we're gonna step on one side of the book. So we're gonna step on your right foot is up on the book. There we go. And we're just gonna tap. Quick little moves. So that right foot just stays up and the left foot just taps. Two more. And then come down over to the other side. Left foot up on your book, and here we go, tapping up. Two more. Beautiful. Same thing, we're coming up with that right foot. And if you have a long foot, you may have to move, right? But we're going forward this time. Last time was off to the side. Two more. And oh, you could have stayed on the same side and just switch foot. Sorry. Left foot up. And here you go. Two more. Woo! All right. Turn that book back how it was the first time. Right foot up. And we tap again quickly. I want you to turn this into a knee up. And then bring it down. And we tap up with that left foot, little quick ones. Knee up. Last one. Up and over we go. Tapping up again. And then knees. And then this time it's a squeeze and a curl. And up and over we go. Sorry. Not much to notice there. Tap up. Turn that into your knee. And a curl. Two more. Up and over you go. Tap up. Woo! Knees, sorry. Girl. And then finally that extension. Up and over you go. Tap up. Knees. Curl. And extend. And up and over you go. Woo! We're starting with the extension this time. Extend. And then we go to curls. and then knees, and 2 taps. Up and over you go. Extend. Two more. And then we curl. And then we go knees. And then 2 taps. And we come down. Hopefully your heart rate is up a little bit. Roll those shoulders. You can straddle that book, sorry. And let's just take some slow taps, a little dip in the middle. Give that heart rate a little bit of a chance to come down. Swing those arms. And then we're going to come up and over to the right side. A little bit slower this time. We're just going to step up, come down and down. Step up, and down and down. Up, down and down. Up, down, down. 2 more. Last one. And then up and over you go, however you want to get there. Same thing, other side. Up, down, down. Up, down, down. 2 more. And up and over we go. All right, so now into some strength here. So we're going to put that right foot on the book. Left foot is cocked like this, flex. And we bend the right knee until that left heel taps and straightens. So not actually, I did put my foot down that time, but that's not what we're really doing. And all the weight stays on that right foot. Left heel is just tapping and lifting. Last one here. I want you to hold it in that little squatty position. Point the toe, flex the heel. Point the toe, flex the heel. Point, flex, point, flex. So that left foot is in the air. Point, flex, and bring it up. Stay here with that left foot hanging. Let your right hip go to the right and then squeeze it under. Oops. Let it drop and squeeze under. So my left knee is, or excuse me, my left leg is moving, but it's only because those hips are going from askew to askew the other way, right? And we should feel this on the outside of that right leg. Two more. And then hold it, and bring it down. Cross the right over the left, right ankle over left. Hips go to the right, arm goes to the left. And then we'll reach it out and bring it back up. And then we'll do that on the other side. So left foot is on the book. Right foot hangs in space. We bend that left knee so the right heel taps and straighten the right or left. And then we're going to hang out here, let the hip go up over to the left, tuck it under, to the left and tuck it under. So again, even though your right foot is moving, it's only moving because of the hips. And last one, left over right, hips go left, arm to the right. Ah, beautiful. Come on back to center, straddle your book. Roll to your cat and cow or wolf. Drop that right shoulder in, look over the left. Switch it up. and then come back to center. And we're back up on the book with the right foot. Since my cat's there, I'll move this out of the way. All right, left toes are pointed, and we're going to bend the right knee to glide the left toes forward, no weight on them, and then back up. Reach and back. Bend it and straighten it. Just two more in this direction. Last one, hold it here, stay bent, lift that left leg up, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it up. And we reach to the side and in. You can add some arms if you want. Two more. Last one, leave it here, weight on that right leg, lift the left leg off the ground, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it up. Leg is going to go behind you. You're going to have to counterbalance a little by hinging forward, but don't make it a drop. So we reach back with the chest up as much as possible and then back up. A little more challenge would be to bring those arms, one arm or two, halfway up, all the way up, whatever, as your leg goes back. Hold it here, lift that back leg, woo, try not to fall off your butt, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1, ay, ay, ay. Woo, right over left again, hips go to the right. This time we're going to step forward with the right foot, back with the left, turn out position, straighten that right leg, but bend the left one and support yourself. Roll and extend. From that extended position, try and keep this leg straight and spine long. Bring the right arm up till you're on an angle, and then lift, 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 and bring that down. Oh, do it all on the other side. Left foot up on your butt. And then we come forward with those right toes. Again, no weight on them. Again, we didn't add arms on the last time around, but you are welcome to. Or hold them here. Last one, we reach it out, we lift that leg and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it up. Leg to the side with no weight. And then that last one, we reach it out, we hold with that leg in the air, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg is coming behind us, sit down into it. Again, adding arms if you want. Last one, hold it back, lift that leg, stay on the left for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, and back we go. Left over right, hips go to the left. And then separate those feet, turn it out, bend the left right knee, straighten out the left, push that hip back, and then roll it under and push it back. And then we're going to reach out, flat back, left arm up, reach, and bring it up. Goodness gracious. I'm exhausted. Oh, and we didn't do our calves yet. Yippee. All right, so you probably want to have a chair or wall or something handy. Step up on that book so that your left toes follow the foot and most of the arch is on the book. And then that right leg is going to hang in space. And then the heel is going to drop down, come through center, and come all the way up. All the way down, through center, and all the way up. Almost there. And hold this one up. Ay, 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 ay. Put your right foot down. Slide your left heel back and drop it down onto the ground so you get a nice stretch in that left calf. That's all we're looking for. While you're in that position, bend that left knee to take it deeper in your soleus muscle. And then you're going to turn your toes out, heel in, and drop into it. Getting that stretch. A little bit different angle and bend it. And then turn the toes in, heel out, and drop the heel. And bend it. All right. Really. What's fair is fair. Right foot up on the book with the heel dropped off, left leg hanging in space. You're going to lower that heel, come through center, and lift it up. We have one more, and we hold this one up, reaching, reaching, reaching for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that outside foot, the left foot down. Right heel drops. Feel that stretch. And bend that right knee. And then we'll turn the toes out and the heel in, drop that heel. And bend it. And then we'll go toe in, heel out, drop it. And bend it. Beautiful. All right. Let's grab that book, please. Elbows are in by your sides. Book is resting on your palms. Wide, wide stance. And here we drop into our plie. You are welcome to lift your heels at any point. Either come up or you can come down with them up and then press into them. Or you can stay on those tippy toes the whole time for a little extra quad love. But then we're going to start adding our serve the platter. So just straight out in front of you. Sit down in this one. Again, you can be up on your tippy toes or down on your heels. Bend the elbows in and out, in and out. One more time, in and out. Leave them out there. Lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch. And then bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. So we go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, up, 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 up. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and we go in, out 2, up, down 2, but we bend and straighten for 8, 7, elbows down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy mama. Flex through the palms of the hands. Get a beautiful big stretch across your chest. And through those arms, reaching, reaching, reaching. And relax that, shake it out. All right. As always, sometimes the book, if it's slippery on your pants, you may have to just do these next few exercises without the book. Not a big deal. We're going to do a little more when we're lying down. So, let's see. Sorry. Okay. All right, trying to secure the book behind your right leg, squeezing it. You could maybe keep your right hand back there just for making sure that it's kind of staying in place. Bend the left knee, and you want a fairly long, flat back. And then as you push that heel to the sky, you're squeezing that book. So you should feel those hamstrings as well as the glutes. Just two more and relax. So first we're going to stretch that left hip, which was supporting. Heel, or excuse me, ankle across the thigh, round it and extend it, and round it and extend it. And then stepping out with that foot you just worked, that right leg you just worked, bent left knee, right toes roll up, roll them out, bring them up, and roll them in. And then we'll come up. And once again, we're going to try and secure that book between the hamstring and the calf. You may need to leave a hand back there to hold. Right knee bends, back is flat, flex through the left heel, and push up. And last one, and we bring it down. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh, sit it out, tailbone long, and then tuck it under. And then again out, and then weight on your right foot, left leg steps out, bend that right knee, roll those left toes up, pivot out, bring them up, and pivot in. And bring that all up. All right, we are coming to a seated position, sitting right on top of that book. Give our heart rates a little chance to come down from this tall seated position. And let's just sit cross-legged for a moment. And then take a little rock and roll through your cat-cow or cat-wolf. And then we'll go to an extended leg position. Pull those glutes out from under you so you're sitting tall on that book. As always, this hinge is at your hips. Spine is tall. If you're able to start straightening the legs, that's fine. You can scoochy your hips towards the front, and maybe the back of the book will even tip up, so it puts you in a good position for that long spine stretch, not a slump. And then sit back up again. And while we're in that seated position, we'll move that book out from under us. Okay. All right. Knees are bent. And just for now, let's put the book between the knees, just as a reminder to keep those together and use inner thigh awareness. We're just going to do a simple roll down. Exhale back and inhale up. Keep the head in line with the spine, not rocking, but hinging, and then lifting up using those abs. Two more like that. And stay back on this one. Grab the book. Let your knees come together. Bring that book into your hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift it a little higher. Adding challenge. You find where you can lift it, and it's still okay with you. Lower the hands. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, lift the book. Exhale, lower the book as you come up. Inhale. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, lift that book. Exhale, lower. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge it back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Finally, lower. Woo, and come up. All right, we're spinning over. Legs are going to face me. We're going to stay up on our elbow to start with. But what that means is we have to use our abs to pull the ribs so they're not slumping like that. We're going to push the shoulder back, lift up out of it, stay really tall. So instead of a roundness, a scoop in your spine. You have a straight line from your head to your hips. And then we'll take that book on the top leg, and we're just going to put our hand on top, pivot the toes apart, heels together, and we lift here. And what we want to avoid is this motion, right? So that upper body stays lifted even as we continue here. Just two more. And then hold this one open. Push your hand against the book. Resist with your leg, pushing and pressing, and resist. Relax. Yeesh. Bring that leg in front, give it a little love, and then stay on this side, but put the book down where your feet would normally be for a plank. And either your top leg's in front or it can be stacked. But once again, let's focus on this shoulder. So we want to push it back, press it down, engage all those muscles in the back of your shoulder before you come up in your plank. And gently down. And then we'll just switch sides. Again, we're going to stay up on that elbow if that was okay for you. If you have some shoulder issues, go ahead and lie all the way down. Otherwise, remind yourself to engage those shoulder muscles, but also pull those glutes in, or sorry, those obliques in, heels together, toes apart, pivot open. Just two more. Hold this one, push with the arm, press with the leg, resist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that's kind of fun when we do that. And then that book goes down where your toes would be for your side plank. And we really want to protect this shoulder, push it back, engage the lats, engage those muscles behind the shoulder, make sure you're in a good position, and then lift up in your side plank. And gently come down. All right, while we're here, let's go ahead and pivot over onto our abs with that book out in front of us, please. And hands on top of that book, arms outstretched, forehead resting, legs long, kneecaps lift, toes push into the ground, pubic bone presses, abs pull in, deep breath in. Exhale, slide those shoulder blades back, so you might move your book an inch depending on your floor. And on the inhale, you can lift up an inch, and then exhale down. Inhale, prepare. Make sure the toes are pushing, the kneecaps are lifted, the pubic bone's pushing. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, maybe lift a little higher. We want to make it more about those shoulder blades than the low back. And relax. Just let your hands rest under your forehead, windshield wiper side to side, and relax. And we'll take that book in between our hips and our heels as we press back in our resting position. Press yourself up. Set that book on the ground where your feet are going to be for your plank. Let those cat toes rest on it. And then come into your forearm plank. Thumbs rotate, shoulders pull back and down. Lifting for pre-plank. And then as you're ready, pressing up into full plank. And relax. All right. Now we get to flip over onto our spine. Bring that book with you, please. And before we do anything, just put that book in your right hand and let your knees just rotate to the left for a little beginning twist. Right leg comes up, left leg follows. Book in your left hand. And knees drop right. And back up. All right, so now look on the palms of your hand, knees are bent. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sink those ribs down so they stay down. Arms go up overhead. Little bit of tricep, but mostly about your abs. Your head is in line and back up again. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lift. Up and over you go. This time, arms up and over. Bend your elbows, straighten them, and then come up. So a little tricep, up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Remember, ribs are down. And then finally, elbows up, press straight arms, tricep. Now stay there with your arms extended, lift those legs tabletop, extend those legs, and then arms come, tap your knees, up and over you go. You can add a bend, straighten, and then come in. Up and over you go, bend, straighten, and together. Last one, up and over, hold here. You're going to bend the arms, straighten, bend the arms, straighten, and you're going to do the same with the legs. And relax. We'll hug those knees in, take a little break here. And then we're going to put that book between the knees, down towards the calves, arms open, press your head into the ground, shoulders, elbows, forearms, backs of the wrists, ribs stay down, toe touch, or heel flex. And back up. That was a big squeeze, so let's put the soles of the feet together. Let those inner thighs take a break. And then one more challenge here with that book in that same spot. Arms into a T, knees are going side to side. Just one more each way. And again, relax, and we'll let that, the soles of the feet go together. Maybe gently place your hands. You don't have to push down, but just the pressure of just the weight of the hands there. And then bring that book around behind your hamstrings, give them a hug in, and just reach for your shins if that would feel good. Take a little rock side to side. And then we'll put the left foot on the ground. We're going to leave the book pressing up against the belly of the calf muscle, the edge, and the hamstring. So not way up against the back of the knee. And then that may give us, as we compress on the shin, might give us a little extra, kind of just a little trigger point. And then if I rotate at the ankle, that's even going to change that more. And make sure you rotate the opposite direction. And point and flex. And then you can scoot the book up a little bit. We just don't want it pushing the ligaments. And then pull that knee down towards your chest, flex through that heel. And again, maybe do some circles. Now, if you want a slightly bigger challenge, you're going to take the book onto your foot and still press that knee down. So definitely a deeper stretch in that hamstring. Slide the book. Oh, you know what? You could do a little point flex. Sorry about that. And then you slide the book to the back of your hamstring. Oh, with that leg up, point and flex and rotate. And then left leg goes out, flex to that left heel, flex to the right, press it against the book. Then slide the book up behind your calf, not your knee. Pull it towards you, flex the foot. You can rotate it in or out. And then if you want to add on one more time, lift that head up. Pull. Press the back of the left thigh down. Bring that book behind your head for a moment. Give me a big circle with that right leg. And go the other way. And then you're actually going to let the right leg move to the left. If you need to bend it, that's fine. And then bring it back to center, extend it up, and lower it down. My right side feels about 2 feet longer than my left. All right, bend the right knee. Let's put the book behind the left calf and hamstring. Again, I can create a little compression, and then I can circle. Both ways. And then I'll bring that book a little closer to the knee, but not on the ligaments. And pull in and pull down and flex to that left heel, pointing and flexing. You can leave that there, or you can see if you could put the book on the foot and either hold it or try that point flex. Glide the book down, that left, point flex circle, and stretch the right leg out on the ground, flex to the right heel, push it into the book, the leg. and then bring it in. You're going to glide the book up past the knee, flex the foot turned in or out or neutral, and then if you want, bring that head up. Then that book comes behind you. We're going to point and circle that leg in one direction, and then the other. We're going to let it drop over to the right, even if you need to bend it to get it there. Pull it in, lift it up, and let it go. Yeesh. Ah, that feels great. Bend both knees again. This time the right ankle goes across the left thigh. We'll thread that needle, reaching for the hamstring or the shin, bending the elbows, trying to get the shoulders closer to the ground. And then put that left foot on the ground, cross the knees, lift your hips up, walk the hips an inch to the right, and then let your knees drop left. Push through the elbow to come back to center, press into the left foot, let the hips move to the left, and then let the knees drop right. And up through center you go, uncross. Left ankle crosses the right, press open, threading the needle with your hamstring or your shin, bending the elbows, deepening the stretch. Right foot down, knees cross over, press into the right foot, move the hips a tiny, tiny bit to the left, let them drop right. Up through center, press into the foot, hips move to the right, knees drop left. And then come back through center, make your way over onto your hands and knees, squeeze. And let's stagger our cat-cow, right hand forward, left knee forward, right on a little bit of an angle, forward and back we go. And then square it all up, left hand forward and a little left, right knee forward, and we angle left and roll back right. And then center it all up, hands right underneath you, neutral spine, tuck those toes. Actually, let's press up high plank and then pedal it out as you walk back. Wide, wide stance, walk back, hands on your thighs, roll through your cow. Inhale through your cow or your wolf. Big deep breath in, and we curtsy, and curtsy. Thank you guys.